He beat the out of a dude with baseball bats.
Travis Kelsey during a boozy round. Josh, what happened to this one here?
Hit a fan.
Where?
In the neck.
In the neck. Mr. Rodgers, you almost hit me.
Almost doesn't count, kid.
And we're back here on the Dan's Golf World Show. A major week because it is a major week. Gary, do you get an extra little tingle when it's major time?
Yeah, always.
You feel it deep in your soul?
It's not as deep as like the Masters, but every major has a little special place in my heart.
There's a little like tingly zone, right? You know, near the aorta.
Just
or
make things better.
Wait, that's not a valve in your heart, or I don't know.
I don't even know what that word is.
Rich, where's
What
the
are we
aorta?
talking about?
I don't know. Who cares? There's nothing to do with golf. But I will tell you what has to do with golf is this week we have the Open at the one and only Royal Portrush. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be cold. But before we get into that, I say we get caught up in a little bit of golf news from this last week. And Josh, you know where I was last week, don't you?
Yeah, the American Century.
The one and only, the American Century, the celebrity golf tournament. It draws out all the stars. And here's what I will tell you. I am shocked at how good some of these guys are at golf, transitioning out of their other professional careers. Not all of them athletes, but it does seem like the athletes were the ones who rose mostly to the top of the ranks, the finishing board for the American Century. Josh, I got to know right now, just please tell me, who do you like seeing swing out there?
The Miz.
The Miz, he's your guy?
He's my guy.
You don't care how he does. You just want to watch him have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I watched, he has his own reality TV show, or he did, outside of the WWE too. Grew up watching him through Real World as well. So like I've seen his journey, and he's a cool dude, man.
Seems like that's the move. A lot of these guys are making their way into the pro wrestling world from like, Logan Paul. I saw Jelly Roll. He was out there like running around body slamming dudes. It's something to it.
So here's a question. With
All
our
right.
theory on golfers and you become better with golf with your own YouTube channel, is The Miz great at golf now since he has his own YouTube channel?
No, he sucks.
It hasn't worked yet.
He's been on the grind though. I don't know if you ever even checked out his channel.
I have not.
He gets with PGA Tour, not PGA Tours, but PGA of America pros, like the coaches and stuff.
Yeah.
He plays 9 holes with them, or 18, and then he goes plays events and sees how he does. And
He's into it.
Yeah,
He's into the scene.
He's been golfing for a minute though too. So
He's a regular Ms. Horvat.
yeah,
You think
I
you
like
could beat
it.
him?
Sorry,
No.
Rich.
no,
hates it.
he put a couple dots.
He's
at
firing
the
away.
Century. Yeah,
Well, I imagine he wasn't firing away quite like Joe Pavelski.
no.
Dude we're talking hockey player. He's got the swing. He's dialed, transitions into golf and wins himself an American Century. And he's done well. I mean, this isn't the first time that we've seen him up there at the top of the leaderboard. Hasn't he won in the past, or was this his first actual win? He might have had a win because
he might have had a win.
he was in the champions press conference as I was there getting asked a few questions. Either way, guy takes it wire to wire, just led the whole thing, no holding back, goes in just charging. Here's what I'll tell you. We're in this sort of era of golf fights on social media. We've also learned you don't want to fight with hockey players on the golf course.
Nope.
I imagine Joe Pavelski would put up a heck of a round.
Unless you're Bob Barker.
Unless you're Bob Barker. That's right. He did take down
Now you're going to get it
a
back.
hockey player golfer.
in
That's
his-
a great point.
in his
Historically,
The
Contract
price
for that
is
movie.
wrong.
Yeah, he said he'll do it if he wins the
Yeah,
fight.
because he's like a black belt or something. He goes, he's not losing. And he goes, I'm not losing a fight in a movie.
wow. It's like he's got stipulations like
The Rock.
The Rock and like Vin Diesel. Yeah, I think Vin Diesel and Bob Barker had similar contract agreements going into movie deals.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Well, good old Joe Pavelski took home a beautiful check for $150,000 of the $750,000 purse. But what I find interesting about the American Century is they play this thing in a modified stable scoring system. Gary, how often are you out there playing modified Stableford?
Only once a year.
About once a year? That's good. Just kind of gearing up in case you get the American Century invite. You want to
Yeah,
kind of be dialed on that scoring system.
All right. So can you explain to me the Stableford scoring system? Like I don't get it. Like what's the benefits of it? What's the disadvantages of it?
Well, I'm not fully aware of the pros and cons and why you would choose it, but I'll give you a rundown on how you earn some points. So ultimately, you're awarded a system of points based upon how well you do on the hole. So it's not just your score if you get a 5, you write down 5, you add them all up at the end. Instead, the better you do, the more points a hole is worth. So assuming you're going like Patrick Reed and hitting 3 wood off the middle of the fairway and getting an albatross at the Masters. No, that was not an albatross. That was for eagle. Either way, 10 points for double eagle, 8 points for a hole in one, 6 points for an eagle, 3 points for a birdie, 1 point for a par, no blood, no points for a bogey, and double bogey or worse is -2 points. So obviously your scoring advances much quicker. I mean, a birdie, usually you're getting up 1 shot on the field. Well, now you're getting 3 points within the game. And obviously a hole in one, generally that's, you're going to get a -2 on the hole. Well, now you're getting 8 points. So it's, I don't know.
It's a lot of fun. I love
it's a golf scoring reverse.
It's so much fun.
It, to me, it seems like and what I take away from that is it takes maybe a little more average golfers and creates an ability to create a lot more score movement on the board. You know, with a birdie, for example, giving you 3 points instead of 1, we're going to now start seeing the leaderboard start moving a little bit more. That would be my guess. We get a little more action out of these guys.
The old guys at my club play it every morning.
Go ahead,
I think
Rich.
I really like about it because the thing that I like about it is like, all right, getting a birdie is really cool. And so like you're moving the needle 2 points instead of just 1. And then if you get an eagle, you're now moving the needle 3 points instead of just 1.
Eagle is 6
or 2
points.
points, you know?
It's
6
huge.
points for an eagle. I mean, that's
Absolutely
big
huge.
time.
There was a lot of
Yeah.
eagles
So that
too.
it's 5 over par, you know. So if I got a par, you got an eagle, normally you're 2 points ahead of me, or
Yeah.
2 strokes up, right? So now you're 5 points up.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a big deal.
Well, it's funny because, you look at, Joe had 73 points throughout the course of his tournament win. I doubt he's going to be, 73 strokes ahead of, whoever's shooting even if we're playing, regular standard golf scoring. So I don't know. I think it makes it interesting. Worked out well for Charles Barkley. Guy was playing. Guy's got a swing back. You know what
Does
I
he?
mean? Yeah. That whole like seizure jerking move he was doing. His guy's got a swing. He's got a groove. He's got a
I
little.
love it because we talked about it last weekend and now you got to go see him and see what's going on. That's awesome.
Here's what I'll also tell you about Charles Barkley at the American Century. The guy is the mayor. He is the absolute mayor of the whole thing. He walks around and he's just like taking these huge steps because he's like wicked tall. And he's got these like loose, flowy, like 1992 Tiger Woods pants on.
And I mean, the pictures I see, he's a
2001.
big boy. How big is he in person?
That's the thing about some of these athletes. Like you look around and you're like, oh, he's playing here. You can tell because he's 1.5 feet taller than like everybody on property here. But it's great. He's just like a lot of these guys, they're just kind of like head down, like, just kind of moving, waving. We saw like some Aaron Rodgers clips where he's just kind of making his way through, doing his thing. Where like Barkley's like sauntering, you know what I mean? It's just this slow. He's got his like his backwards whatever Bryson DeChambeau hat he used to wear on, whatever it is, like the paperboy hat. And
Payne
he's
Stewart hat.
just like Payne Stewart hat. Thank you. Just waving, smiling, pointing. What's up, kids?
Just loving life.
How you doing? Oh, yeah. I like it. He's got just a totally different vibe. I don't know what it is. There's something about it. I'll take it any day of the week.
That's called aura.
He's got aura. That's it. You know what? Thank you. That is exactly what he has. He's
And the
got
dude's
Gary
like the
levels of aura.
Best sarcastic smartass ever. Like he's like talking to Tiger at that one term. He's like, "What should I call you, Eldrick or Mr. Woods?" He's like, "Neither."
So what do you want him to call him?
And Tiger.
Tiger. Thank you.
But that Stableford is so cool. Just going back to it because, like, say you get like an eagle and somebody gets a par, like that's a 2-shot swing. But if you get like an eagle and they get a par, that's 5 shots. So it's like getting a 3 and they got an 8.
It's huge.
I love that stuff.
And if you're playing really bad, you only get -2 points.
Yeah, that's it. Like the punishment is not as painful as the success, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which also is
I
nice.
mean, even like a bogey versus a par, like that's only a 1 point difference. So that's like normal.
Pretty rich.
Yeah,
though.
basically bogey's even.
We lost you there for a second, Rich, but you're back
You teleport.
to the open.
Nice.
It is now time for one of my favorite parts of the show, Shots of the Week. And this week it is the American Century edition. Josh, what do we got? I feel like we had some great highlights. How about this? I'll bring us right in. My guy, Jake Owen, this dude is an absolute golfer. He's a stick, and he is fun to watch play. Let's take a look and see what we got here. We've got holing out for Eagle during the third round, the final round of the American Century. Look at this. He's so smooth. He's so silky. He doesn't care.
That hill makes it look like he has half knees.
Oh, just bowls it right in, huh, Josh?
It was a nice and easy.
We call that one bowling it in.
Super smooth.
I like that.
With the visor, too.
Dude, you know what? I would love to know what his golfing schedule and routine is. The guy's on tour. He's playing all over the world, and yet he shows up dialed.
Well, he probably plays at night, so in the morning, wherever he's at, he probably finds a local course and goes.
He's at night golf in Des Plaines. I didn't think of that.
Well, no, I'm saying before the day before, the morning up. You know,
Rich. What's your theory on that?
Night golfing in display.
There's nothing wrong with some night golf in Des Plaines.
Oh man,
we should play. We should play as soon as the sun rises. We play all the way to dark and then go instantly there.
I can't. I'm going to Ireland in like 10 minutes. All right, let's keep it rolling here. Charles Barkley, guy's got his swing back. I mean, just looking majestic out there. Once again, we got another one holding out for Eagle. Let's take a look here. Come on, Char. Look at that. The swing never stops. It goes the whole time.
Holy crap.
Oh, he's zipping it.
He's zipping it.
All right, did that hit a sprinkler head, or is this guy putting English on the ball?
I think it's a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
He's got a little zest on there? Let me see this again.
What I thought was funny is this was so early into the round that it wasn't even televised. So this is from
somebody's camera off their phone.
Dude's zipping it in from the fringe.
He must have a Cobra wedge.
He's got Cobra wedges.
That's you got the Cobra wedge.
Cobra wedges.
I'm telling you. Well, look at you, Charles. The swing never stops, so that's what I'm most impressed by.
Yeah.
I mean, when he gets moving, he just keeps moving.
He also doesn't look like he's about to break his back as he's going down.
Yeah. All right, Jimmy Rollins, we finally got ourselves a hole-in-one again. I feel like the last time we really celebrated one of these was the Steph Curry. I don't remember one from last year, but let's take a look and see how this guy does it. Nice and smooth. What a strike. That person with the quiet signs is just flagging that thing down. Oh, that is saucy. Give me that one more time. Give me that again. I like that. It just gives that nice little hop.
By the way, those aren't the quiet signs.
And
what are they're
they're like which direction is the ball going? So.
But don't they hold them up when like it's time to shut up? Or they hold up different ones?
There's a different guy.
He won that boat.
He got the boat?
Yeah, he won the boat.
$375,000 boat he won.
Dude, that's a hell of a boat.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to take up like skimboarding or whatever you do behind that thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Hey, fun fact though, he played for the White Sox towards the later half of his career.
Really? What
position?
Shortstop.
Shortstop?
He was a shortstop.
That ball had a little shortstop.
Yeah, it did.
You know what I mean?
Shortstop and roll out.
Bad.
Thank you, Rich. Wow. Well, those are some great shots of the week. Gary, which of those shots do you think you could go out and execute here in around this afternoon?
The first one, the eagle chip in.
That nice little from the shade.
It's only like, what, 30, 40 yards? I can't get a hole. If I could get a hole one today, that'd be wonderful. But that zip back is 100% not happening.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever done that in my life.
Here you got old Chuck.
Only in fake golf.
Zipping it back from the fringe. Wow. All right, American Century, good times. That wasn't it, though. I mean, we had some shots of the week. We also had some pretty funny moments.
Yeah.
These guys were a little tuned up out there. I can verify. I can tell you this. Here's what I'm going to tell you. One of the first ones we're going to talk about, one of these fun moments, was from a one and only Travis Kelce. Let me just tell you guys a little bit. I'm going to give you a little inside sneak peek here. The last day I was there Thursday. I was there Wednesday and Thursday. And Thursday afternoon, Travis and Jason Kelsey showed up. They were on the range, just pounding some balls. They bring their own private sort of security detail. And let me tell you, this guy is a moose. This guy is an absolute moose. Because you think about it, these guys are already humongous.
Yeah.
We got football players. You can't bring somebody around who's littler than you guys.
Just an absolute unit.
Just an absolute unit. This guy has so many tattoos. His neck, it's like his forehead just makes like a pyramid shape out to his shoulders. It just keeps getting wider. Like every bit of it.
He's like that SpongeBob character.
Oh, dude, the guy is just massive. And he's got some sort of like satchel he wears. And who knows what's in it? I don't know. It could be anything. Maybe
We
like
can all take a guess.
maybe like a whistle, like a parking lot whistle. You know, like help. Yeah, I don't know. These guys they roll deep. But you think about it though. I mean, because really, who's got a chance against like Jason Kelsey? I mean, really, you got like these guys out here at a golf tournament, like running around in their khaki shorts, and they bring some dude who is, I don't know, like they found him in like some cave in I don't even know where.
It's like Chechenian.
But Travis Kelce, during a boozy round, had himself a little bit of a mishap, a little bit of an errant shot. Josh, what happened to this one here?
Hit a fan
Where?
in the neck.
In the neck. That is not ideal. Okay, quick question. If you're going to take a shot, one's coming flying, you're over on the ropes, you're watching one of your favorite golfers or celebrities who kind of tries to golf. Is it ideal to take one in the neck?
Mm-mm.
I'd rather take it in the neck than the face, though.
Depends
You know
on
what?
where in the face.
Anywhere. In the
Yeah, I
face.
don't know. Like, I don't know if there's anywhere in my face I'd rather take
Well,
than the neck.
I take it in my jaw because it's just a
So
diamond.
chiseled.
Yeah,
It would-
you know, it'd be
the
fine.
ball
the ball
would
would
just-
explode.
Ricochet off, zip back about 40 yards and into the cup.
And my head would just cave in.
Yeah.
Maybe hit my nose gives me a good chance of getting a free nose job out of the deal, but, you know.
What are you, clueless?
Yes,
Girl from
Rich.
Clueless?
Right. So was this on a tee shot or on one of those like iron shots that like where all the fans line up in a big row right next to them?
Josh, do we have
Uh,
any details on where the fan was at the moment of impact?
I believe that it was a tee shot.
Were they way down the fairway, or was it like Garrett Clark close?
I think it might have been a Garrett Clark.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Okay.
We talk about this. Why on earth, as a fan, are you going to stand right there when these celebrities are golfing? Like, that's just insane.
Well, Garrett Clark
Like,
is a celebrity, but he's an amazing golfer, though. So it's like,
But that's the point.
yeah.
So Garrett
Yeah.
Clark, who
So anybody.
I have a feeling I would trust standing, down Garrett Clark's tee shot over probably 98% of the field out there.
Travis Kelsey, obviously.
He did win the longest drive contest, though.
Did he really?
Yeah.
What was
Yeah,
it?
not straightest drive.
Wonder how far he hit it.
I don't know how far.
I
he
wonder.
hit it.
I mean, there are some good golfers. So there's no way like 271 is winning longest
No.
drive out there when you got like a Joe Pavelski
Probably like
Yeah,
340.
no.
just pounded. Oh, yeah. I don't want one in the neck. I don't want one in the face.
I don't want it in the teeth or the eye.
Yeah, well, dude, but like a cheekbone,
I'd take that over an eye.
I wouldn't take that
Dude,
over the
did-
neck.
Did you guys hear about Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, oh, dude, Aaron. Okay, we saw a few little scenes from Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah.
The first of which he was being hounded by an autograph hound, as they call them. And the guy's like, no, I'm like a real fan. And like, he was like trivia quizzing him.
No way.
Yeah, he straight up was. Like, he wanted to make sure the guy was a real fan. And he was like, yeah, I was there when you played this. He was like, yeah, well, how many touchdowns did I throw? And he was like, said the number. And he was like, who'd I throw it to? And he was like, I was like 11 years ago. And he was
A
like,
Green Bay Packer.
he never signed the dude's autograph.
What?
Wow.
He never gave it to him. He just
But he got
kept
the
moving.
first question right.
But he was like a grown man. He was signing all the kids' stuff,
God forbid.
That's becoming a thing. It's like no adults are getting autographs now. It's just the kids,
Yeah. Well,
which I'm okay with.
and then the second Aaron Rodgers moment, apparently he had a ball that went flying out towards the crowd.
Wasn't
Almost
a
hit a
ball.
youngster. What do you mean?
It was his club.
Oh, I thought it was
When he was walking with his club and he almost hit a guy. Almost hit a kid.
it was the club. See, I saw the clip and I heard. So the kid says, "Mr. Rodgers, you almost hit me," and he says, "What did he say back?"
Almost doesn't count, kid.
Almost doesn't count.
Should
I
have been
mean-
standing there.
It's such an Aaron Rodgers thing to say.
Yeah,
Like,
And he
almost doesn't count, kid. Like
never turns to look, doesn't like even change the inflection in his voice. No concern if he even heard you. It just like speaks in Aaron Rodgers tone. Almost doesn't count.
He was probably on ayahuasca.
I'm lucky.
he was not on ayahuasca.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, Kelsey brothers bring security. He brings a shaman.
Right? He's out there in the American century puking his guts out. Like, I mean, come on.
I don't think it's happening.
I don't think so at all.
Poor kid. Steph Curry. What do we got here? Steph Curry attempted a casual no-look trick shot on a makeshift hoop. I think that was put on by Travis Matthews. They had the clothing brand out there.
It was like in between 17 and 18, right?
Yeah.
These guys are so athletic. It's unreal.
So what does he do? Let's see here. Does the ball get stuck?
Yeah.
So he throws one up there and it gets jammed between the rim and the backboard on a no-look.
That's funny.
That's skill.
But
I
then
mean,
he also,
the fact that he's hitting rim and backboard on a no-look, I mean, that alone.
He also replicated the shot that he to win some game in the Olympics, because that's why he wasn't there last year. It wasn't because he was hurt, it's because of the Olympics.
Yeah.
And
getting that gold.
He replicated the shot and just swished it like first try.
Dude is so dialed. He made a great point in the press conference. He was talking about, he goes, a lot of people consider me a pretty good three-point shooter. And he said, but he goes, my make rate is only like 42%. That means I'm missing 60-something% of the time. He goes, but here's the thing. When I miss one, I know my odds are even better that my next one's going to be a make. He goes, so I don't get defeated from a miss. I think about the fact that I am now closer to reaching the percentage of a make, so I am more confident going into the next shot.
Plus, he's doing it from half
sounds
court.
like every single gambler that I've ever met in my life.
yeah. Listen, if you look at the odds, I mean, I'm even closer to winning because I got a bunch of losses out of the way.
We're going to go to war. We're going to run it up. I've seen it 1,000 times.
Scared money don't make money.
But here's what I'll tell you. I think that's a good mentality to have in golf. I mean, because there are a lot of times, you'll go up, you'll hit a shot, you hit a club, something that you're generally comfortable with, and it doesn't go well. And the next time you put that club in your hand, you can have that memory that kind of lingers, and you're like, oh, don't do that again. Instead, it's like, no, actually, I hit it so bad last time that means it's going to go well now, statistically speaking, said Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Mental gymnastics. But isn't that what golf is?
Absolutely.
Oh, 100%. So I was playing this weekend. We were playing a scramble, just a 3-buddy scramble. And I was playing absolutely terrible. And then on the 17th hole, we're about 220 out. I get my fairway wood out. We're playing out of the rough, not the fairway. Hit it within 4 foot of the hole. It was just an amazing shot.
Let's play it again.
Damn it, now I want to play some more.
Yeah. Back to one.
Yeah.
When you hit that bad shot, though, especially when you're steering it or you're not sure, as soon as you hit that bad shot, it's like, okay, I'm just going to be confident. Forget it. Just swing.
Yeah.
Swing your swing.
Swing your swing. Gary, for you, what is your, a bad swing happens. Do you have a recovery process mentally? What happens next? If now it's time to hit that club again and you're kind of coming off of a bad memory of it.
I just trust myself and I just know I'm going to hit a good shot because I only have 4 or 5 bad shots around probably.
Yeah. So statistically,
I'm going to be good.
It's going to be a great shot.
It's going to be Gary good.
It's going to be Gary great.
Facts.
Nice. All right.
Dan,
George,
got a quick question for you.
All right, go ahead.
So this was your second American Century that you went to.
Yes.
How did this year compare to last year? What was some of the cool moments?
This year versus last year, I felt like a couple things. My trip was a lot more rushed this time. Last time, this day, I flew in on Wednesday morning, landed, got a rental car, drove from Reno down to Tahoe, on site, unpacking, out doing the thing. So I felt like for me, I didn't get to soak it in as much. And really, I didn't do as many player interviews and all that stuff. So for me, it felt like it just flew by, just boom, over. I'm already back on a plane flying home, the whole thing. But I don't know. There's something about it, seeing so many of the same faces out there, because so much of the field is the same from last year, really made me realize that these guys really enjoy doing this. Last time I was just soaking it up for the first time and seeing wow, these guys are really having fun, this and that. But seeing the guys back again there with the same smiles on their face, having the same amount of fun, for me was man, these guys really do enjoy this. There's something about it. I don't know if it's the competition of it, if it's for 1 week out of the year, they get to be treated like pro golfers and they're in a tournament and they are they're the dudes. And I would imagine that could be a cool thing for any golfer, where you show up to a tournament, regardless how you hack the ball around. Once you get out here, you are treated like an elite professional of the game of golf. And that's got to be pretty fun.
How was it as far as obviously you recognized everybody there. Did anybody recognize you or remember you from last year?
Austin Reeve
Oh, sweet. That's cool.
Yeah. Like I said, like I was just like, hey, what's up, Austin? He goes, hi. He's like, hey, what's up, dude? Comes right over. I was like, hey, a couple questions again this year. He's like, yeah, here, let me hit my shot. Let's do it. Super cool guy. And then I saw him like the next day at the range, and he was walking by, and same thing, just walks right over. He's like, what's up, dude? And just like straight in for the fist bump. I try to stay out of the way. I'm not like trying to, become buddy with all these guys, even though, it'd be great if we all hang out. Maybe we'll get some chicken salad sandwiches afterwards. Whatever. I'm not trying to, make this whole thing about me. But either way, it is fun as I make a friend or two here and there. I don't know. Guy will probably never remember me again, but I'll talk about it for the rest of my life, and I will tell my grandkids about that fist bump.
Hey, he's going to remember you next year.
Do you want to see the video of my fist bump?
Go on.
I don't have one. Sorry.
I knew.
I wish I did.
I knew.
I know.
Open
Whatever.
doors.
All right. We got to move on from American Century. There's so much more to talk about, but we still have a lot to cover, and I am catching a flight to Ireland. I'm leaving here in 2 hours. So let's keep the show rolling. Scottish Open. There was some people that weren't thoroughly pleased with it. Some of the players they had some complaints. Rory was in the group. His discrepancy was over the greens. But I really feel like the most important part we should be discussing at the Scottish Open is Amanda Balionis coming in hot at the one and only Rory McIlroy.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I feel like they have a lot of history in terms of pro golf and media and all the things they've done. I don't know if they're friends. I don't know if they feel like they're colleagues or just industry professionals or if they're high school sweethearts. Listen, I don't know what it is. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to speculate because I don't want to get the show, I don't know, whatever, taken off the air.
She is the modern day, whatever the character's name is in Happy Gilmore.
Oh, she totally is. What was her name?
Is. I forget. It starts with a V and second name starts with a V.
Vivian, I think.
I don't remember.
That Veronica Vaughn?
That's Billy
Wrong
Madison.
That's Billy
movie.
Madison.
All right, fine.
Vicky Valancourt is Waterboy.
We found a theme in the movies he writes.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go.
Oh, okay. Gary, what are you doing?
I was doing a Waterboy impression.
I didn't hear what you said. I was like, wait, who's gonna what?
Vicky Valancourt. Mama's up. You gotta go.
Amanda, she asked the question we all wanted to know. Rory, what's going on with the hair? He came out this week, shows up at the Scottish Open, little high and tight. Got a little, he didn't go for the low taper fade. We'll say that much. You know what I mean?
No.
I'd rather be gray than losing my hair, though.
Oh, that's it. Ooh. All right, quick poll. Gray or bald?
Gray.
Gray.
Rich?
Great.
He's in
Yeah.
Evans. He doesn't have to worry about it.
It's just like neither, and I'll just stick with that. It's fine. It's nice.
I'm good with that.
But I love it. Rory's response was, I thought if I cut it short, I'd get rid of the gray. Well, myth busted. That doesn't work
Nope.
at all. It kind of seemed like it really brought it out.
That's almost as bad as the clip of the girl that thought that hair grew from the top of the hair and they cut it that way and it comes from the tip, not the scalp. It's like, no, it comes from your scalp.
It doesn't grow out of the top?
No.
What I think is just so funny about this interaction right here is I don't think Rory has talked to her like for an interview in almost a month. And one of the first things she goes, "What's going on with the hair?"
Yeah.
He wasn't talking to nobody for a long time.
Like, not great to see you. How you been? It's been a while. Is the green jacket still fitting? What the hell happened to your head?
I think it was an awesome clap back to her after, because she was very public about saying or complaining about big players not wanting to do
that's
the
true.
media.
Because generally she gets the Rory interview.
I
Yeah.
just don't get why he went that route rather than just dye it. That's way
Well, he thought he was getting rid of it.
nah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, then you'd have to like paint the dye onto the side of his head. And then you get like that brown ring where you can see where the dye ended,
Like a spray tan.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Oh man.
With all the clown on Rory that even I've done and everything like that, I will say I wasn't able to watch all of Sunday, but I watched a good half of Sunday, and Rory was he was in a different mood. He was like laughing, joking. You saw him talking to people. You saw him he was talking to the guys he was playing with. It was like totally different than, like during the Masters where he just like played all day and did not say one word to Bryson. You know, it's like, I love the fact, like, when players are being personal and being real people, not just, off in their own world.
Well, I feel like we've kind of had to, Rory's kind of gone through this arc because he had the still fighting for the Grand Slam. There was that Rory. Then there was the Rory, the kind of like the peak era of that Rory was the Masters. Him like this is my time. I'm doing it now. And then we get like post-Masters Rory, Rory, where he was a little like, I don't know which guy to be now. Like, I'm not sure. Like, am I like super dialed Rory? Do I get to like be fun Rory now? Am I serious Rory? And then
Rory,
we had
when he was done with the Masters, he should have like had that jacket on, walking around. Like,
yes,
I would have been. That should have been the Rory that was there, making all the fans love him. Instead, he goes onto this like, I'm gonna be mad at everybody. I'm not gonna talk to anybody. I'm not gonna do anything to anybody. Like, just I didn't get it. But it was cool to see that during this tournament here in Scotland. Yeah, maybe it's because he's closer to home. Maybe, I don't know. But he was definitely more of that laughing, joking, jovial person.
Well, and also we saw like at the PGA Championship, he had that sort of thing where he wasn't playing super well. And then that morning they had the rain delay and he's like walking to the first tee and then the horn blows. And then all of a sudden, somehow now he's starting like way later in the day. He's not like the first guy to start when the rain quits. He's now starting like way later on. Somehow he gets like shuffled down the stack. That's irritating. Gets out to Oakmont. Nobody's having fun there. So like we've got like all of this going on where he's just having a terrible time at every major now following his Grand Slam.
And his driver.
The whole illegal driver gate.
Cheater.
Oh my God. Don't make me. Don't rile me up now, Rich. I got a flight to Ireland. Well, so here's a question. Do we think we're going back to, Rory's, the motherland? I mean, this is like, Rory's home everything. Are we going to get happy, Rory?
Yeah.
We're going to get happy, Rory?
I think so. I think coming off the Scottish Open, he took second place. Like, I think he comes out and at the British Open,
thank you.
He is going to be he's going to do a great job, and he's going to have a smile on his face. He's going to be laughing. He's going to be joking. Everybody's going to be speaking his language because it is their own language up there.
He made a great point. He said that he did so well last week. Obviously didn't win, but was in contention right there at the top of the leaderboard. He said it is such a good position to be the week before a major to finish, be a top finisher, but not take the win because there's so much energy that is required after the win and so much that goes into it that it's a lot going now into a major that very following week. So he's like, my game is here. I'm ready to play. That guy just had to put all the energy out. I get to prove that I can do it, but still go in and be completely focused and dialed going into a major the following week. Again,
and it's interviews like that help people to like Rory.
Now,
that's a great statement.
Is that mental gymnastics or is that like a really strong point? Again, golf is mental gymnastics. We already agree on that.
I think it's a strong point.
It's a good point.
I think it is a super strong point because you take a look. Nobody's winning back-to-backs.
No. I mean, not in a while.
But
it's been a minute. Whatever. Fine.
But I mean, as a whole, people aren't winning back-to-backs and stuff like that. So but you do see people in that top 5, top 3 range, and then finally, bam, then they hit it and win it. So I think it's a great take.
Do we know if Joel Dahmen's playing in the British Open?
I am not sure.
Because I tell you what, he's not going to be playing without there.
Geno.
The infamous Joel and Geno dynamic duo we fell in love with on the Full Swing Netflix golf documentary series. After quite a long time together, these gentlemen have parted ways.
Can I give my take on it?
Yeah, please.
So I believe that this was not like anything bad. Like, I think they're splitting because they're getting to that point in their relationship. Because you see now on Full Swing, he helps Joel a lot outside of golf, just like life and everything. So I think it's their relationship's just gotten to that point where they're so close that it just doesn't work out being caddy player.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a bad thing. Of course, it's sad not to see them together anymore, but
It's almost like that point in your relationship where you're like, honey, we're so close and this is working so well that I need to see someone else because of the dynamic.
No, that's
That's totally different. Sorry. I do think it's sad to see, but I will be curious what type of a caddy that he brings in. And is it going to be, I mean, does he totally change it up? I mean, we saw like with Tiger. I mean, Gary, obviously you can speak to this, but his caddies, they varied, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like he had like a type, you know what I mean? They were just very different attitude, demeanor, you know what I mean?
Fluff's like an old man that's smoking cigarettes, holding up the cigarette to see where the wind's going. Then you got Stevie, who's like this Australian race car guru guy.
Machine.
And he's a big dude. And now you got,
Joe LaCava, who's
Joe,
like Bert and Ernie.
But I think, Joe works out for him the best because like Freddie and Tiger are really good friends. And Freddie's just such a cool customer. And for him to be his caddy prior, I think that just goes hand in hand with helping him.
Well, plus their balls.
Facts.
The Bridgestone balls. They both hit
Without a doubt.
Bridgestone.
Uh-huh.
Right. That's why they're friends.
Do we know how long Joel and Geno were together?
I think
Quite some
just
time.
short of 20 years.
Started dating in high school? I'm saying, no.
Yeah, shortly after
20
Lowry
years?
and McElroy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Do you think Joel's really trying to like just step up his game, really realizing that he's in the latter years and he's just, hey,
Well,
we've been together for 20 years. I just need to fix something. And
That
try
would be
something
the
different.
assumption that it was Joel's decision.
I feel like Geno just wants somebody that's like gonna grind and be like more of a go-getter because he's so lackadaisical. And I love the guy, but like I think Geno's more of a like I really want somebody that's gonna grind hard. And Joel's just not that dude.
Do you guys think it's Geno's decision?
I think Geno was more.
What I'm saying is I have no clue,
Me neither.
but what I'm also saying is that it very well could be either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot where caddies, they realize it as much as the player does, where they'll be like, hey, I think it's time.
And think about the friend dynamic.
We're not doing the thing.
Not to interrupt you, but like think about the friend, like, they're probably arguing with each other, not arguing, but like they don't want to butt heads like that because, making money and like being with each other for that long, it's kind of ruining their, friendship. It's like, I'd rather just be your
But
buddy.
here's the thing, and I love speculating. It's one of my favorite things to do, but we don't know that any of that was
No,
happening.
100%.
Like that they're butting heads, that they're having disagreements. Like there are so many things that break up these long-term player caddy relationships. And I wish we knew more, and they have said very little about it. But I think the thing we do know is that these things can end from either party.
Facts.
I think at the end of the tour season, they need to have all caddies wiped, put them in a draft, and players draft.
For like one
Why?
Draft their
tournament.
caddy.
I think they should just have one tournament where they switch caddies up and just have fun like that.
No, I think there should be a tournament without caddies.
They just carry their own bag, or they get carts?
No, they carry their own bag.
Why?
Nah,
Like, what does that help?
It just proves grit.
Yeah, but also you could get injured carrying that bag. There's no reason for it though. But I know for a fact that this is not a soured relationship. These guys will be hanging out again. It's not like Stevie and Tiger who never talk again.
That's going to
All
be a
right.
full swing episode.
I think what we need at the end of the season is like at the end of like Real Housewives of whatever, that they all sit on stage like in a panel and they all like kind of go through it. And who's the guy who hosts it? Andy Cohen. He comes out and kind of like spills the tea and stirs the pot and gets it all going.
Because it's on Netflix, have like Nick Lachey do it.
Oh, yeah, thank you. That's exactly what we need. Brought to you
And
by.
I'm hoping
You
that
guys
like
all
Geno
watch that
starts
shit.
caddying for somebody else, starts carrying their bag, and he's like, "So, Geno, were you talking to so and so beforehand? Because
Yeah,
there's
he's-
tape of you talking.
he was
2 months before
Well,
you
what
actually
they do,
split up from
they,
Joel."
They trap him first. He's like, no, I wasn't talking to him. Oh, you weren't? Okay, so we're going to roll the tape here. Like, that's what they
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
You got to bury him first. Yeah. Get him deep in the lies. Wow. Hey, Charley Hall. She was having a rough weekend, huh?
Yeah.
So do we know? I don't know if we know like the specific details on what was going on yet, but Charley Hall withdrew after collapsing twice from illness.
Oh no.
She's been battling a virus all week. During the opening round, she collapsed near the fourth tee after stopping in a bunker on the third hole. Let's see here. So let's see. Josh, what do we got going on
All
here?
right. So after her bunker shot on the third hole, right before the fourth tee, she collapsed. And then she did it again at the fourth tee. So like she got up and they made her rest.
Yeah.
And they had an umbrella over her, gave her water, stuff like that. And then once she got over to the fourth tee, she collapsed again. They were like, okay, you're done. Like they had the cart ready for her, drive her where she needed to go.
What was it, a regular cart, or they have like the NFL stretcher cart?
They said it was a golf buggy stretcher.
Wow.
That's what they said.
So they did. They had the full blown, like somebody call the medic.
It's a scary moment because if you're not feeling good, you don't have the proper fluids in you, and in the heat.
God forbid you fall on something horrible.
Oh, sprinkler head.
Tee box.
Yeah. Oof.
I mean, this is potentially what happens when you just cut darts out cold turkey. You
Yeah, she
know,
needs to go back to smoking those.
She played.
I mean, if you look at it, this never happened when she was.
I was gonna say that. I'm glad
that's
you
exactly
did that.
right.
So she had to start on the back nine because she played 12 holes, and she still shot 1 under.
When you get taken out in the stretcher, is that like a withdrawal, or do you like get to take a timeout and go back and pick up where you left off?
So during the first first collapse, they gave her medical time. So I don't know how long it was. It was like 15 or 20 minutes, something like that, or maybe a half hour. So she got delayed, and then they brought her back.
I want to be the guy who runs that stopwatch. You know what I mean? There's always a guy for something. I want to be that guy.
That would be fun.
Like, hey, just so you know, you have to feel better in 2 more minutes, like it or not.
I feel like that guy doesn't work at all, so he gets to watch a lot of golf because that very rarely happens. So is that why?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, hopefully she's feeling better because, I mean, I don't know. Like, she's obviously an athlete. She is still
look at that
very young.
striation in her quad right there near her hamstring too. That's just like dialed. She squats
She's
like
so
hardcore.
dialed. What do you think? She's like on the Smith machine, just pumping them out?
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%.
Oh, easily. For sure. Gary, how much do you put on the Smith machine?
I don't use a Smith machine.
7.
I wouldn't either. 7.
Hack squat or a regular
Hack squat?
hack squat or just a regular free bar.
Squat like a hack?
Nah.
7 each side.
Nice. Well, Charlie, we
14 total.
we hope for a speedy recovery, and we hope you're back out there.
I want to see how
No
deep you go
time.
if that's you, Rich.
Is she still not smoking?
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as our insider reports go, I mean, we do have some people on the inside, and you know, they have yet to see her spark one
Joe
up.
Camels out there.
Yeah.
Goes the show.
Can we talk about
Not
the
having
Open
these
yet?
problems.
Yeah.
She's
you
not
wanna talk
having
about
these
the
problems when she had darts on the course. You know, now
true.
she's got these problems. I don't know.
Remember her big discrepancy at the Olympics was, what do you mean we can't smoke on course?
Yeah.
Right?
Like, what do you mean?
Just throw a fat dip
Oh,
in.
before we go into the Open,
Yeah.
Grant Horvat decided not to play the Barracuda this week.
Oh, so, okay. All right. Grant Horvat had the invitation to the Barracuda. He was very back and forth about it. A little unsure. Should I do it? Should I not? This isn't really my goal in life to pursue professional golf, but yet we saw him a few weeks ago playing on the Pro-Am Corn Ferry Tour event, played pretty well, had his SEAL Team 6 security team there, you know, sweeping the house before he goes in. And he went to Scotty. He asked for some advice. And Scott, what did Scotty say? He said, do it.
No-brainer.
He goes, just do it, dude. Go out there. Make a little dough. Make a cut. Have a good time. You know what I mean? Maybe get like a blue ribbon.
Yeah, because he was more so under the thing is like, I don't want to take away from other players. And
Right.
Scotty's like, dude, you've done enough for the game. Go play.
But here's the thing, like he doesn't do it because maybe what if he shoots absolutely horrible and then everybody that says he's the only one that could be a pro, now that conversation vanishes and now he's got all this negative comments and now he doesn't play good on his own channel because of the fact that he didn't do good one time because you know how everybody
Well, it happened to Garrett Clark. He played the first the influencer.
Oh, the Creator Classic?
Yeah, thank you. And he just got off to a rough start and could never come back, could never recover.
He
and
started off hot and had one.
Well, that's what it was. He had a
disaster
blow-up hole.
He had
And
like
then
a
just shook him.
12 or something. Yeah.
And yeah, so I mean, I there could be part of that where he doesn't want to affect his whole thing, but he also said like he doesn't feed on like that intense competition pressure.
No.
Like, yeah, but I've seen you with Phil. You guys are feeding. You guys are letting it eat.
I don't know
what
how
mean?
he deals with how much Phil talks about his shots. I would just
He talks with him. Bryson DeChambeau
Yeah,
was
but-
joking with him, saying they take like 5 to 6 minutes to each shot.
What did Dustin Johnson say?
just hit the ball.
No, he was like, he said, I forgot what it was, but it was something just like, oh God, here we go with this horse. Dustin Johnson has no time.
The Barracuda, they did that Stableford system as far as the scoring goes too.
Yes.
They did. It's because they were watching the American Century all weekend and decided,
Well, I mean, these are all players that didn't make the Open, so I mean, they need something to help them.
So here's a question.
Thank you.
In the notes, it says here it's a +5 in the Barracuda, but it was a +6 in the other one. Is it the same or they change it?
So they say when it says modify Stableford, it just
means you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
You have a lot of freedom there in your modifications to Stableford.
Yeah, like par is
Did
0.
I really wish Grant would have played. I thought that would have been good. I mean, you're not expecting him to win. Like, I would just be rooting for him to make the cut, But even if he doesn't, like, I don't know. I wish you would have played.
Take like a ceremonial pass. You know what I mean? Give us a couple days. Go get a few Stableford points under your belt.
Anybody who says that, is not going to watch his channel now because he's not good enough to be a pro. Well, of course he's not good enough to be a pro. If he was good enough to be a pro, he'd be a pro.
Well, and also this whole idea of him taking somebody's spot. I mean, to me, like, the spot belongs to anyone who is good enough to play there.
If you got invited, you got a spot.
Right. Like, I mean, it's like, well, no, you have to practice like this and not on camera. And then because you post it on YouTube, your playing all the time doesn't matter as much as my playing all the time. Like, I don't know. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I don't, I
mean, think about like his transition of playing with the YouTube guys. It's like he's talking, he's enjoying himself. So that takes your mind off of the shots. So now when it's time to hit a shot, you go back into that mode and now we switch over. So he doesn't have that transition if he's going to, those guys don't talk to each other at all most of the time.
Do you think the live duels has something to do with it?
I don't know. Okay, let me hear your thoughts.
But he has
what could it have to do with
played a couple of Corn Ferry events, right?
He played the one a couple weeks ago.
I think because he's playing an actual PGA Tour event, with the potential. I'm not saying he wouldn't win, or it's not saying he could, but he can win. Just say he could win. He earns his PGA Tour card, and now he's got a choice: either play on PGA Tour full time or still play with his buddies on the YouTube stuff.
Could you imagine, like, he wins, he gains himself some status, they give him maybe a conditional tour card or so many starts or whatever like that, and then they take it because he goes and plays on Live, and you're also banned at the same time.
I would like him to win and then have a chance at the. Could you imagine him at Augusta? How fun that'd be to watch.
Oh my god!
Well, isn't that why Wesley Bryan was banned?
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like you said, he goes, remember he told Scott, he's like, yeah, I want to have him caddy for me though. So that way he's still back out here marching around the course. That'd be such a great time. All right, guys. So good. It is a major week.
I can't wait.
I am very excited. We are at the 153rd Open Championship, or as Rich likes to call it,
the British Open.
Thank you very much. Happening at the one and only Royal Portrush, where Shane Lowry took himself a dub back in, 2019? It's kind of his backyard home course. What do you think? Is this Shane Lowry? Like, is he dialed here?
It could be.
Think about the courses we play. You hit in the other fairway. You could easily just hit over the trees, get on the green, get a birdie. You over there, you're going to die from like the undulations.
Yeah.
Undulation.
Worst case scenario is you're punching out of like from under a pine tree.
Yeah.
This thing, you're on the wrong side of Narnia. I mean, that's
beautiful.
A lot.
So
it's
cool.
incredible.
So cool.
I'm going to be hoofing it around out there. Hopefully I don't twist an ankle.
Look at that green, dude. That green, I'm not keeping a ball on that.
No, not a chance.
Diabolical.
No. And you're putting back off it 5 times.
Yeah.
Down into that gully where, like, I don't know, whatever animals they have lived.
Unless you're Dan at Harborside, just chipping stuff in.
That's a different course. It's not.
I know, but I'm just giving you some glaze. You know what? Forget it.
Fine. Thank you.
I feel like this course needs dire wolves.
No, you're gonna shoot
dire
180.
wolves. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. I don't know, guys. I'm excited. Who are you guys excited out here? Who do you think has some momentum? Who do you think is going to do well? Let's get some hot takes going here.
Ryan Peake.
Why?
Coming off the New Zealand Open.
I don't even know who that guy is.
All right. Josh is segueing into a very important story.
I hope he wins now and just proves us all wrong.
Gary, do you want to know about Ryan Peake?
For like 30 seconds.
Okay.
It's going to be more than that.
Oh, we don't have time.
Ryan Peake grew up in Perth, Australia. Picked up the game at a very young age. Had natural talent. Kid was dialed right off the bat. His parents could barely afford for him to play the sport. But that didn't slow him down.
Holy crap.
He just kept winning. He just kept playing. He didn't care. He was out there dominating. He was beating up dudes like Cam Smith down there in the old Down Under Australia. And Cam Smith says that this guy was better than he was growing up. He said that this guy could absolutely hand it to him any day of the week.
Wow.
Well, along his storied journey of golf, he got caught up in a little bit of an alternative lifestyle, if you will, and went from khaki shorts and visor hats to the biker gang lifestyle. A little bit of a transition. We don't see that a lot. You know what I mean?
No.
It's not a ton of country club kids heading out and getting themselves like a Harley.
Golf clubs
Well,
and syringes
you
too,
forgot
it
the
looks
part
like.
where he dropped out of school, too.
Well, of course, that all comes with it. Drops out of school, joins the biker gang. Dude gets into a little bit of riffraff. Yeah?
Yep.
Gets himself into a little bit of trouble. Gets tossed in the slammer for like 7 years.
Oh my goodness.
So now this guy went from absolutely tossing up dudes down in Australia, winning. I mean, what did he have? He was like, winning amateur events and all kinds of stuff. I mean, the dude was all over the place. Ends up in the slammer. Josh, how was it that in the slammer he determined that I need to go back and revisit this idea of golf?
So he went from 3 different prisons, max security, minimum or medium security, minimum security. And while he was in the medium security, he got a note from his old coach, who is, what is this guy's name? It is something Smith, I believe, Richie Smith. And he was like, call me. So he's on his contact list now, and he goes, what are you doing after this? Because the guy had no idea he was in jail. He's like, hey, what are we doing here? What are you doing when you get out? He goes, I don't know. Don't really know. He goes, what about golf?
Sticking with that gang life.
He goes, he gave it a second. He gave it a thought. And he's like, yeah, but I have to leave the gang. And all those guys were supportive. And then once he finally convinced,
I will say that warms my heart to know that biker gangs are,
they were so supportive.
yeah,
for
they're
him.
like, you know what? If you want to get out of this gang, we're gonna have to jump you out. But if you're gonna go play golf, then
He's certainly
And
not
then
missing
you have
the
our
gym,
blessing.
though.
Once he convinced the guards that he's completely free from them by himself, they moved him to the minimal security prison, where he started I wouldn't say an organization, but like a little crew thing for work or something, like to do stuff outside the jail. So he had a few hours or a decent amount of time outside the jail every day, where he was practicing with his coach and playing in local tournaments.
It's pretty cool.
He was winning local tournaments and would go back to jail and sleep in his jail cell.
Oh, man, dude, that's funny. That's
I mean-
crazy. That's insane.
Gary, I mean,
The most insane thing I've ever heard. I love it, though.
you could handle that. Golf all day.
No.
Go back and get some hot meals at night.
No.
Then when he got out, he went to Q school in Australia. He got a full card. First go.
First go at it.
Yeah.
Comes out, goes at Q school. And we all know Q school is brutal. You have every player that believes that they are at that potential level to go pro fighting tooth and nail. And this guy shows up and just takes the win. I love that.
And then he participates in the 2025 New Zealand Open.
And what happens there?
He wins that.
He wins,
And-
takes the New Zealand Open win, hoists the trophy over his head.
And now coming in red hot, he's going to the Open
This would be the
Championship.
best call out ever if he does win.
He got himself an invite to the British Open.
I think he
So-
qualified for it. I don't
Thank
think he
you.
got invited.
He earned his way in.
Yeah.
He belongs there as much as everybody else.
That guy earns his time
Here's
in
the
gym.
question. Do you think Amanda Balionis is going to ask him about his hair?
Yes.
Yeah. What's going on with
Look
your
at
hair?
those tattoos,
I think she
dude.
could get away with it.
He's all tatted
I think that
out.
should be your question, like to every single reporter or every time she's interviewing somebody. What's up with that hair?
Hey, Patrick Cantlay, what's going on with your hair?
There's a really good documentary video. I think I sent it to Dan. I don't know if I sent it to you guys, but I sent it to you guys. It's really cool about him.
I hear that it's some pretty wild odds if you put a little bit of money on him.
Yeah, he's like plus 250,000 or 250,000.
Yeah, I mean, how do you not throw a couple bucks on
that's
that?
for the $10 on him.
Yeah, split it with you, Gary.
All right.
You can I borrow 5?
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I borrow 10?
Yeah. That'll be fun. You know what? I'm looking forward to seeing this guy swing the club when I get out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be fun.
Huge.
He's huge.
Humongous.
Yeah. I mean,
You're giving him putts if you're playing with him as buddy.
He's a lefty too.
I bet he'd give that hockey player a good run for his money. In the
I bet it gives
golf
Kelsey's
course scuffle.
bodyguard a run.
You know
for his
why
money.
he went to jail, right?
Nothing
He
good.
beat the crap out of a dude with baseball bats.
Oh.
Who had the baseball bats?
His crew.
Oh.
It was like some drug deal gone wrong, and the guy had a little.
Did he die?
Little pew pew?
No, pom pom.
Oh, a pow pow.
Yeah, and he kicked him to the ground, and it flew out of his hand. And then all of a sudden, all the guys come in with baseball bats, and start beating him.
Dude, could you? Oh my God.
Wow.
It's like
Took
a
6
casino
months.
with Nicky Santoro, Joe Pesci's character.
Dude, it took him 6 months from being in the gang to being in jail.
It's supposed to be rainy in Ireland.
Yep.
Thank you. Dan, wait, so you're heading out to Ireland.
Yes.
Have you ever been to Ireland before?
This is my first time.
So what is some of the big things that you're looking forward to going and seeing and whatnot?
I definitely want to get a good look at the media center. I'll probably check out the merch tent and also media dining. I'll be hitting that up quite a bit.
Will you be playing golf?
Nope. Won't even be bringing clubs. You
have to hit one golf ball.
I'm sure I have to, but that almost never happens. I mean, I didn't hit a golf ball. Well, I did get to putt a ball at the Masters.
Ireland, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You got to
What
put the
do
ball
you
at the
think about
Masters.
the course? Like, what do you think is going to be like some of the keys to winning as far as this course this week?
Well, here's what I think is interesting. You're getting a lot of the analysts that are saying that this is not a power course. This course is not set up to be the big hitters. However, Bryson in an interview said that he believes that his power is what is going to give him the advantage in this course. So I think that's going to be fun to take a look at to see, is it the pro golfer who is correct or the person who talks about pro golfers? No shade against those people or anything.
I mean, I just feel like this course does not suit Bryson at all. I mean, Bryson, yes, he hits it far, but here's the thing with Bryson. One day he hits everything and he's on point and he can hit it within a dime. And then the next day he's on. And then the next day he's all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Is it mental gymnastics again? Is he saying, no, on paper, I'm not the right guy for this, but actually, if you think about it, I actually am, which you don't want to go in there and be like, yeah, I was watching this guy on the TV and he said, I'm going to suck.
I think Scotty is going to be, I think he's going to be prime for definitely making a good showing.
Now, what about the Ireland boys? I mean, this is I don't know. It's probably what their backyard looks like. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, I mean, Rory, he's going to have a good attitude because he's playing basically at home. So he's going to have a good attitude. He's going to be, it's good. When Rory plays better when he has a good attitude. Shane's
going to be drinking, like real Guinness because it's, from there. So he'll be grinning ear to ear.
Don't knock out Schauffele.
Hey,
He did good last year at the Open.
He did good last year. He just hasn't been doing fantastic this year. But we all know that can all change in an instant. Yeah. Gary, who you feeling good about out there?
If Mr. Hovland's going, I'm picking Vic.
Ooh.
He'll be there.
He's due.
He's due
For a nice little major.
Yeah. No, nobody's pulling for Tony Finau out there or anything?
I was about to say, I'm surprised you didn't say Tommy Fleetwood.
I was waiting my turn.
Let him win a regular one first.
Wouldn't that be insane? He hasn't won a PGA tournament, but he
I would
wins
love
a
it.
major.
That'd be amazing.
No, you wouldn't.
What if he does like
You hate him.
I love Tommy
No, you
Fleetwood.
don't.
I love making you mad.
Well, at his expense.
That's true. That
That's
is
not
very
fair.
true. But I do think Tommy's game does suit well for this course.
100%.
What if he does like a Brooks thing and just wins tons of majors and just
then goes to live.
Yeah.
Be fantastic.
That would be funny if he's got like by the end of his career, he's got like 5 majors but no PGA Tour wins.
I would love that.
I mean, if you could like pick one pile or the other, like 15 PGA Tour wins or just 3 majors but no PGA Tour
I'm
wins,
thinking 3 majors.
I would think so.
Depending on the majors, Masters got to be one of them.
Has to be. Could you imagine Tommy Fleetwood in the green jacket lined up with all those guys? Ridley Scott over there, you
Or a
know?
Fleetwood Slam with no PGA Tour titles.
that would be crazy. The Fleetwood Slam.
I would love that.
He's just got to get the.
What if he won like 19 majors, beats Jack, but wins no PGA Tours?
It would. People would think like, "Are you doing this on purpose?"
Yeah, what the hell is going
I
on?
would think
here?
at that point he would be doing it on purpose.
You'd have to be.
On a little bit of a side note, did you see what Brooks said to Phil this week?
Brooks Koepka said to Phil, "No."
Or did
Yes.
you hear?
So Brooks, I don't know what happened and what led up to it, but they were at a live event. They're all they're all sitting in a row, and all of a sudden Brooks is leaning over talking to Phil, and he's talking trash about how you don't know what it's like to be number one because they actually give you a trophy. I've got 2 of them, and Phil's like, "Yeah, that's true, but I have a green jacket."
That was like years ago.
I don't think that
Was
was
it
this
years
week.
ago?
That was like 3 or 4 years ago.
But that is, again, picking. Would you want to be number 1 in the world twice, or have a
Yeah.
green jacket?
I don't know.
oh,
Maybe green jacket.
Well, yeah, because
well,
you
once you
don't
got a green jacket,
you
you,
don't
get to go
gather
back.
annually to celebrate the fact that you were number 1 in the world once or twice.
No.
However, you get to make that menu. That's
Green jacket.
that's the real thing. You win the jacket, you design that menu the next year.
What's crazy is everyone like gets all hyped about that menu, but that happens with every major.
Yeah, but that's the only one that really matters for some reason.
Quick question: how long are you number 1 for?
The whole time.
Oh,
2 years.
I don't
2
know.
years.
2 years straight.
So that means you're winning tons and tons of tournaments then.
You don't need a win. Scotty's
Well,
only won a few times.
It's number 1 at the end of
What?
the year, so you're all
This
80 points
year?
at the end of the year, right?
Scotty's won a lot. Scotty will be number 1 for quite a while from the amount he's already won. Like
Yeah.
he could, I don't know.
He could coast.
Yeah. He could cut his hand
He's
open.
not though.
No.
Every week he's up there. Every week.
He is always coming from, I mean, I feel like this is the sound Scotty's game makes. Just like on his way, hunting, growling. Like you could just hear him. Like the hair on your neck stands up because you know Scotty's like 4 shots back.
He's like Wolverine in the forest. Just,
He is Wolverine, and instead of claws, he's got wedges.
I
that
love
just
that.
come out of his hands.
That would be a funny video.
Be great.
So Phil also he had another hot take this week.
All right.
So here's his here's his tweet because we're always talking about all the different way to get live golf together and everything like that. So Phil Mickelson, his tweet says, "Here's a random Monday morning hypothetical question: if Liv went to a 35 event, full 120 person field, dual shotgun start morning and afternoon, and the current Liv events were the quote elevated events within the schedule, where would those additional players come from?"
Ooh.
I think DP World Tour.
I guarantee you get a ton of PGA Tour players. Guarantee.
especially if they're signing bonuses.
Yeah.
They're signing a lot of college kids. There could be a lot of college kids that like they don't want to do Q school. They want to go straight in.
I mean, it would be similar to the likes of John Rahm, who said I would never go, and then went. I think we would have quite a bit of that. People who are
And then here's the question:
Lucas
if they're
Glover
running
over
full
there.
events, full fields, full everything like that, how does the PGA now not start giving them points?
Well, here's the thing. They did just put a bid back into the official world golf rankings with sort of like pleading a new case that they have resubmitted. And we don't have an answer yet. They haven't, gathered in their whatever fortress underground with like their Dr. Evil table. So we don't know if they have, pled a good enough case at this point. Taylor Gooch probably thinks they have. But It could be happening. I mean, we're once again in the maybe pile where we could be seeing official world golf ranking points.
But like Rom saying that he would never go, that's like a tactical sales thing where it's like, oh, nah. And then it's like, oh, but we want him. So he said he would never. So maybe let's up the ante.
That's so true. If he was like, I would go, like maybe, like here, call me.
So they put some points in for the world rankings.
The
Is that
world
what you're
golf,
saying?
yeah, the OWGR. That's been the whole issue because, you know, your OWGR points is what gets you automatic invites into majors, all kinds of stuff. And these guys aren't getting any. So they're just falling, they're just tumbling down, and they'll rack up a few points if they do well in a major. And then other than that, they don't get any. Or if they go play over in the DP World Tour, they can snag a few. And then meanwhile, all the PGA Tour players who are not competing against everyone, they're just competing against themselves, are getting like the entire boatload of official world golf ranking points. And they're finding that not fair because you get guys who are just at the top of the game like Taylor Gooch, and he's not invited to any majors. He just won again because the points ranking system won't recognize these guys, and then they got to sit out. And so at some point you're going to see over time, and if guys stay on live long enough, they'll just all fall out of the majors. But then are the majors all that major? Because here's the thing that I've always said. They want to say, oh, the Players' Championship is the 5th major. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a tour event. You only have people playing from one tour. And that's it. There's nobody else. Stop calling it that. That's a dumb name. Well, if we have this skewed point system and you've got all these guys over here that can come play in the majors, are they all just the players? Do we have that same scenario going on 4 other times a year?
Now, do you think of it that way, or do you think of it?
Yes, I do. That's why I said that.
No, but I think of like the players. Well, facts, but like, but there's another take. It's like the players is just such an exciting thing that everybody thinks of it as the 5th major because it's so fun to like come up and stuff.
I just think using the word major is the wrong word because
The
it
points
is,
and et cetera, 100%.
it is just in like sort of like a inter-club championship.
It's like a
of
tour
sorts.
major.
Tour major. Call it that.
There you go.
Like, yeah, it's
I
a
like
tour
that.
major. Nice.
It's a much better reference.
Or
than
you
the
could
Hulk
just
thing.
call it a signature event.
Yep.
How hard is packing going
So-
to be?
Very.
So didn't like the head of the NFL come over and take over? And I know it's been only like 3 or 4 weeks or something like that, but like, has there been any movement or any news that he's doing anything?
There's been no news.
No.
But he said it's going to take some time. He's got to wrap his head around the world of golf and figure out what he wants to do and is going to try and do. So nothing new, nothing major yet.
Well, doesn't he start after the season too?
Who even knows? I don't even. Jay Monahan's on vacation eating hot dogs. It's all major news because it's a major week. And Gary, I'm going to tell you what, I'm geeked. This is going to be my first British Open. Do you want me to bring you back like
2 hats.
2 hats?
One for my dad, one for me.
Oh, I was going to say like a ball marker.
Nah.
Nah. We'll see. We'll see. If you're good,
Thank
you're good, we'll see. All right, guys. That's it for this week on the Dan's Golf World Show. It's a major week. It is time to go watch some golf. I'm getting on a flight to Ireland. We got to get out of here. But this show here is brought to you by the one and only Sports Illustrated.